Okay. We have here the finite geometric series. And for the finite geometric series, kindly pin my video so that it will become bigger. Thank you. We now have our finite geometric series, which means we have a certain number of geometric series, and that's what we are adding all together. Okay, but before this formula, let's have first the simple geometric series. For example, find the value of the geometric series. 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32 plus 64. Go. Chat me your answer. Very good. And these are the learners who got the answer correctly. Okay, so by simply adding them, you will get 126. Okay, now there are instances that the given are not as simple as this, but we are given a series. For example, we have here plus 8 plus 16 plus s sub 20, for example. Now, in this case, you can do the manual thing if you want to continue your geometric series from 2, 4, 8, 16 onwards up to the 20th term. However, there's a much better way to solve this problem, and that's by using this finite geometric series. Why is it finite? If the value continues, it's still considered finite because there is an end, and the end is the 20th term. Okay? So if there is an end, that is still considered a finite geometric series. Even if you see those three little dots there, even if there are those three little dots there, which means continuous number, if you got this s sub 20, it means you're just adding from the first term to the 20th term. That's for s sub 20. Okay? And so, for us to do this process, we just have to organize our given. Our given are a sub 1. Of course, we need the a sub 1. Our a sub 1 is what?
2.
It's 2. Yeah, very good. It's 2. Now, let's also identify our R. R, our common ratio. And common ratio is very easy to do. 4 divided by 2. What's the answer?
2.
It's also 2. So our R is 2. And then we need our N. And our N is what?
N 20.
20. N is equal to 20. And what are we solving? S sub 20. That's our unknown. Okay? So I will now erase this given so that we will have a space for the solution. So just follow this formula. We will have S sub n, sorry, it's not S sub n anymore. It's S sub 20 is equal to, always remember that the bar line of your fraction should always be aligned with your equal sign. Remember that. Okay, a sub 1 is 2. A sub 1 is 2 times 1 minus our R is 2. 2 raised to n, and that is 20. Got it? And then down we have 1 minus our R is 2. Kindly press that in your calculator. Do it. Press it in your calculator. And when you're done, kindly chat me your answer. Okay, you're getting it correctly. Very good. Uh-huh. Alexa, go back to your solution. Press it properly in your calculator. The rest are getting it correctly. Try again. Press it in your calculator. Please let me know if your calculator is part of the Jurassic era para alam natin kung paano natin i-adjust yung mga computations natin. So because there are some calculators from the Jurassic era who are not yet natural display. So if that's the case, let me know so that I can teach you how to use it. Okay? Chanel, go back to your answer. Okay. Thank you. Your classmates are not getting it correctly. So, that's it. Okay, everybody. If you press it in the calculator, this is it. Ayan. Actually, I'm using my cell phone here. I'm using my phone, and I downloaded a calculator na para siyang pang scientific. So, this can be found kung wala kayong natural display. There are lots of calculator apps which can be downloaded, so you can make use of them. Okay, so in here I made an input of our given following our formula, and the answer is 2,097,150. Okay, so that's our S sub 20. That is 2,097,150. Thumbs up if you got the answer correctly. Very good. Okay, so that's it. By the way, a while ago when I was moving around your answers, the posted answers of your classmates, there's this one question here, a realization. Sir, yun lang, going back to our given earlier, the first example for the geometric series, yun lang po, add lang po sila. Yes, i-add lang sila kung simple lang silang nakalagay. But if there is already this process, then we can make use of this formula. Okay? Let's have another example, shall we? Let's have this. So let's have this. Let's see if you know when to use the formula and when to use the manual computation. Ready? Ready your materials? Let's have this. Medyo mahirap ito. Get ready. Ready? Ready. Find the value of. Ready? 1 plus 10 plus 100 plus 1,000 plus 10,000 plus 100,000 plus 1 million. Go. It's your choice if you want to use the formula or you do the manual thing. Okay, your classmates are now responding and they are getting it correctly. Ayun, nag-reply na yung nagtanong kanina and he got it correctly. Very good. So, Let's just wait for the rest. They are still inputting their answers. And finally, the answer is, uy, merong nagkamali ng pindot. Kendall, go back to your given. Look at the given. There is this one here that you missed. Jasper, may nadoble kang pindot. Nadoble mo ng pindot si 10,000. Go back to your computation. Nadoble mo ng pindot si 10,000. Go back. Okay. And the rest are getting it correctly. So, the answer is... Ay, sorry. Ano ba naman yan? Wait lang, sorry. Here, the answer is... Where? I will just pin my video. The answer is 1,111,111. Thumbs up if you got the same answer. Very good. Basic, right? Wala na bang hihirap pa dito? Let's have another example. Ready? Ganyan lang kadali yung nasa summative assessment nyo. Ready? Let's have this. What if we have find, eto na, kayo bahala if you will use the manual thing or you will use the formula. Find the S sub 8 if A sub 1 is equal to 1 and R is equal to 3. Go. Find S sub 8 if A sub 1 is 1 and R is 3. Go. PM your answers. Yung mga classmates, mabilis silang pumindot sa calculators. Keep it up. Okay. So let me review your answers. Eddie DL, kindly go back to your solution. Charles Anthony, go back to your solution. The rest are getting it correctly. Earl, Katrina, Vincent, Gabriel, Pauline, Linnea, Isaiah, Charles, Abigail, Alexa, Seth, Princess, Kendall, Kyla Marie got it correctly. Marian, go back to your computation. Eddie DL got it. Elmo, go back to your computation. Kent got it. Jarek, go back to your computation. I guess this time we need to explain this. Okay? Go back to your computation. To those who got wrong answers, go back to your computation, and once you got another answer, please post it so that we can confirm if you got it correctly. Meg got it. Marian now got it. Who else? Let me see. Louisa, go back to your computation. Jamie, go back to your computation. Ready? As we wait for our classmates, I will just organize our given here. S sub 8 is unknown. A sub 1 is 1. And R is equal to 3. Okay. Okay. Donna, go back to your computation. Louisa got it. Okay, so that will be our next exam. That will be our next problem. There is a question here, sir. Question po, how to find the missing term if the missing term is the first term. Okay, that will be our next activity. Okay, now let's have this. Everybody, attention here. So, from our given, we have S sub A, that's a known. A sub 1 is 1. R is equal to 3, our common ratio. And there's one more thing that's missing among the parts of our given, and that is N. Okay? And that's very obvious. N is just the number below the S, because that's the number of terms that we are finding in our sum. That's our S. And then let's just substitute it in our formula. S sub 8 is equal to A sub 1 is 1. Again, the fraction bar should be aligned with the equal sign. A sub 1 is 1 times 1 minus R is 3 raised to 8. Close parenthesis. And then 1 minus R. Okay? And then we have S sub 8. Pressing it in the calculator, it's direct. But if you want manual computation, it's okay. So 1 minus 3 raised to 8, 3 raised to 8 is 6,561. Okay? Over 1 minus our R is 3. That's 3. So 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Okay? And then, let's have it here. 1 minus 6,561 is negative 6,560 over negative 2. Okay? Now, when you solve this, negative divided by negative becomes positive. So therefore, that becomes 6,560 divided by 2. The answer is 3,280. And that is the correct answer. Okay? Kindly thumbs up if you understood the process. Very good. Okay. So, are you already okay with this? Or you want another example? Sir, may shortcut po ba yan? Yan na yung shortcut niyan. Ang shortcut niyan is by using your calculator. Mas mabilis sa calculator. But if you want to do the manual computation like this, you will follow this process. Okay? Okay, now, let's have this next example. There's a question raised a while ago. What if the missing term po is the first term? Okay, let's have this. So we have here, take note of this given, find the first term if the common ratio is 3 and the sum of the first 8 terms is 3,280. Okay, take note of the given. Find the first term if the common ratio is 3 and the sum of the first 8 terms is 3,280. Can you try it? Or let's have the solution first. Kindly, in our chat box, kindly type in. If you want to try it first, try it. If you want explain po muna, explain. Kindly reply that in our chat box so that I would know what to do. Do it. Okay. Thank you. There are those who are who wants to try it already. Those who would like to try it, please feel free to try it now. Do it. And many of you would like to have the explanation first. Okay, yung isa nakapagsagot na. Yes, Katrina, you are correct. Okay? So, to those who would like to try it first. To those who would like to explain it first, listen. Okay. So, let's have this now. The first term is the unknown. Let's just organize our given. The common ratio is 3. Here is another given. The common ratio is 3. And then, the sum of the first 8 terms, is 3,280. So therefore, this can be considered as the S sub 8 because that's the sum of the first 8 terms. That's 3,280. Our common ratio is equal to 3. And then, our first term, A sub 1, is the unknown. Okay? So, let's now rewrite our given so that we have a little more space for our computation. So, as expected, A sub 1 is unknown. Our common ratio is 3. Our S sub 8 is 3,280. And what else is missing in our given? The n. So n is equal to whatever is the number there. First 8 terms, therefore there are 8 terms. Okay, many of you, those who tried, already got the correct answer. Very good. Now let's continue solving, having this as our formula. S sub 8, we already have S sub 8. S sub 8 is 3,280. 3,280 is equal to A sub 1 is unknown. The fraction bar should be aligned with the equal sign. Remember that. A sub 1 is unknown times 1 minus your R is 3 raised to 8 over 1 minus 3. Okay. This cannot be solved directly from the calculator, but you will need your computational skills to solve this. Okay. First, let's simplify this. So we will have, just copy the rest, 3,280 is equal to A sub 1 times 1 minus 3 raised to 8. 3 raised to 8 is 6,561. Minus 1, that is negative 6,560. Tama? Kasi we subtracted 1 from it and it became negative. Okay. And then 1 minus 3, that is negative 2. Okay? And then afterwards, this is the variable. Let this be our variable and let this be the coefficient of the variable. For example, if we will try to write this will be like, ay, ang pangit ng arrow ko, sorry. This can be like negative 6,560x over negative 2. If we will try to simplify the form, that is your variable, that's your coefficient, and that is your denominator. And so from here, we can simplify it. Negative 6,560 divided by negative 2, the answer is 3,280x. In this case, that's A sub 1. Did you get it? So therefore, we will have here 3,280 is equal to 3,280 times A sub 1. Okay? And since we're solving for the value of A sub 1, what we will do here is divide both sides by the number together with A sub 1, and that's 3,280. 3,280. 3,280. Okay? When you simplify them, cancel, that's 1. Cancel, that's 1. So therefore, our a sub 1 is equal to 1. Did you get it? Paki-SS nga muna to those who would like to copy the process. SS the screen. Sorry. Ayan, that's it. Kindly try it. Copy it first. Thumbs up if we already understood the process. Okay. If there are questions regarding the process, kindly feel free to post it in the chat box. There is a question. Sir, pwede pong cross-multiply? Yes, pwede. Take note of this. In mathematics, there is no only one solution. There are different ways to solve the problem, and this is just one. One of your classmates found another way, and that's by cross-multiplication. Okay? Let's show it. Sabi niya, sir, pwede po bang cross-multiplication? Of course, that's pwede. Let's try the suggestion of your classmate. And then afterwards, you decide which is easier for you. Okay? So this is over 1. Pwede na tayo mag-cross-multiply dito. Cross-multiply. Cross-multiply. Pwede. So therefore, this will become negative 2 times 3 to 80. That becomes negative 6,560 is equal to a sub 1 times negative 6,560. Tama? After that, since a sub 1 has a coefficient which is negative 6,560, divide both sides by the coefficient of a sub 1. That's negative 6,560. Divide both sides, negative 6,560. And of course, cancel, cancel. Your a sub 1 is equal to 1. That's another possible solution. Whichever is easier for you. Okay? Okay, SS, to those who would like to copy the process. Gets na po? Okay, shall we have another example? Thumbs up if you want another example. Okay, thank you. Let's have another. Ready na SS na to those who are copying the process? Okay, SS. Okay. Let's now have this. Okay, game. Let's have this. Let me have this example. Yung medyo exciting ng konti. Here. Ito, exciting. Ready? Find the first term. A sub 1 na lang para cute. A sub 1 if R is 2, N is equal to 8, and S sub 8 is equal to 765. Find the first term if the common ratio is 2, N is equal to 8, and S sub 8 is equal to 765. Go. Kindly chat me your answer when you got it already. Katrina got it already, which is correct. Earl Jersey got it. Meg also got it. Marian, correct. Linnea got it. Pauline got it. Isaiah, go back to your computation. Kyla got it. It's okay to commit mistakes, ha? Learn from it. Vincent got it. Ediviel got it. Gabriel, go back to your computation. Abigail got it. Charles got it. Kent got it. Jasper check. Carl check. Let's wait for the rest. Gabriel now got it. Kendall, go back to your computation. Rosalia got it. Jarek got it. Alexa, correct. Seth, go back to your computation. Let's wait for the rest. Luisa got it. Okay. So I guess we need to show the solution for this already. Okay. So our equation is, Chanel, go back to your computation. S sub n, that is let me just rewrite the given here. S sub 8 is equal to 765. N is equal to 8. R is equal to 2. And A sub 1 is the unknown. Okay, let's solve it here. S sub 8 from the formula, S sub 8, that's 765 is equal to A sub 1, that's unknown. A sub 1 times 1 minus R is 2. 2 raised to 8 over 1 minus 2. Just follow this formula. Okay? So we now have 765 is equal to A sub 1 times 1 minus 2 raised to 8. The answer is, what's 2 raised to 8? 2 raised to 8 is 256. So that's 1 minus 256. Over 1 minus 2, that's negative 1. Okay? Now, gusto ni Alexa kanina, naka-cross multiply. It's okay. O, cross multiply na lang natin si negative sa taas. So, we will have here negative 765 is equal to A sub 1 times 1 minus 256 is negative 255. Got it? And then, we're solving for the value of A. Divide both sides by negative 255. Negative 255. A sub 1 is equal to, when you press that in the calculator, negative 765 divided by negative 255, the answer is 3. Okay, so the answer is 3. So that is our first term. Okay, did you now get the correct process? Okay, that's the process in finding the first term given all the rest of the given. Okay, thumbs up if you got the process already. Very good. Okay, thank you. Ngayon ko lang napansin, naka-classroom feels pala si Charles Anthony, oh. Amis na yung assumpta. I like her background. Thank you. Okay, let's now continue. So, okay na tayo with this, the finite geometric sequence. Okay, series. Okay na ba talaga tayo dito? Shall we move on to the next? Or one more example for this? Thumbs up if okay na tayo. Clap kung merong, one more example pa po. Okay. One of your classmates is requesting for another example. Let's give him another chance. And for the rest, this will serve as a practice set. Ready? Ready. Let's try this. Let me have this. So, okay, eto. Find A sub 1 ulit tayo para nakapractice yung computational skills natin. Find A sub 1. Find A sub 1 if